So there's been some amazing individuals in this year's class, and we still have 2 more teams to recognize. I notice I'm not in this year's class because I wasn't that great of a player.
You were a great player.
Evidently not good enough.
Okay.
Because I wasn't recognized in the class.
You got a few years to
okay, that's what it is. I got a few years.
You get there. They haven't let me vote yet.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, from his candor, his humor, and because he was not only a great player and won the award for being the best player in the country and won the Yates Cup and Vanier Cup as a player, but also at this very university, a great coach, won the award for the best coach in the country and won a Yates Cup and a Vanier Cup. Greg Marshall, who's been the head coach of this program since '07. But my beef with you is you didn't give me enough carries on homecoming in '06. Maybe I would have been one of the great players if not for you, but love to see you here. And homecoming is special, right? No matter if you were great like you were average like me, walking out of the locker room through the W, seeing your friends and family and students, and we don't have that in the same way this year. It's a massive loss. For you, how can the alumni stay engaged with the program and give the players that special feeling without the same game that we normally have?
You know what, Donovan, that's a good question because it's difficult. There's nothing that replaces, the atmosphere around here on homecomings, Saturday afternoon. And, I know for, our players who are in the program right now, we could talk about tradition of Western football and what it's like and, how proud they should be to, wear that, Mustang uniform. But seeing the atmosphere at homecoming, brings it all home for them. After the game, we get, hundreds of alumni packing, bringing their kids in, bringing it into the locker room. That's what homecoming's about. That's what football's about. That's what Western football, and that's what makes Western football special. Yeah, we're trying to win and we're trying to win football games, but at the end of the day, it's about the people. And homecoming is about people, special people. And I'm missing it. I really am. I miss it. I miss, the seeing that, our alumni and supporters on Saturday afternoons, but especially at homecoming. I think the best way right now, just try to stay engaged. Try to, tune in to the virtual homecoming and be a part of that and get a bit of a fix there. And when we start back practicing, if you can come out and watch a practice, if it's safe enough to do so. When we have our events, hopefully starting next year, come out and, support our events. And, at the end of the day, we have a commitment we made to these students, for athletic financial awards. So any donations, to support our student athletes at Western are appreciated. So, as I said to our players, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it. It's going to test, our resolve and our mental toughness, but we're going to get through this. And we're going to be ready in 2021.
And lastly, before I let you go, when I saw you, I normally want to give you a big hug, which you can't do now because of social distancing. But I wasn't sure if I should congratulate you because you're undefeated or give you condolences because you don't have any wins and you don't have an opponent to prepare for. But what happens now is going to matter next year in terms of the wins and losses for people around the program who want to make sure the program is still in a great place moving forward. What can they do to make sure that 2021 is a successful year for the program?
Yeah, that's good, Donovan. I think one of the things that's unique about football is that it is really a preparation sport, in that you play a season that's 3 months long, versus other sports like hockey that might go 7, 8, 9 months, and basketball that go where they practice in the season. But our season is the off season. That training, especially with young student athletes who are still developing, some of them still growing, that the training cycle is so important for them. And I think that it's important now, instead of having a 8 or 9 month training cycle, we have over a year training cycle. So we need to make the most of it. And it's easy to say, well, I have this long period of time to get ready for the 2021 season. I'll start tomorrow. We got to get on it now and stay on it, stay focused, and to make sure that when we hit training camp in August of 2021, we're ready to go. And I think this is we had a great recruiting class last year. We really did. We returned some great players. When we were practicing a few weeks ago and watching our young offensive line and how athletic they were, I turned to our coaches, I just wish we were playing. I'd like to see these guys in action. So we knew we had a strong football team. in 2020. We just got to make sure that we stick together, stay mentally tough, and be ready for 2021.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm fired up for 2021 after that speech. Thank you for joining us in the virtual 2020 homecoming. I wish I had some eligibility so I could help you in 21, but I wouldn't be much help. So I'll help you by cheering you on and by donating.
You always
Thanks so much, Coach.
And I appreciate everything you do. And you're a great player. I mean, great feet, great spin moves. And I will say this, pound for pound as a running back, one of the toughest guys we've ever had.